Greetings everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to Traurig Secrets Prologue. After leaving the premises of the hospital, I began looking for any signs that could lead me to the dorms. Surprisingly, I found what I was looking for after literally turning the first corner. Having carefully studied the directional signs, I make sure to remember to cut across the town centre first. Then go through the arc to the left of a tool store. Then simply walk in a straight line until I see it. We'll need some tools to be able to rectify what happened previously. Piece of cake, I think. As they always say, piece of cake. But it never ends up as a piece of cake. Oh yes, forgot to mention the college town was a pretty cool place. Lots of cozy looking little stores and stands. It was bustling with students on their tablets all around. Now, I know we're building a story here, but you're talking to yourself a lot. Are you introducing this to the player, or are you just recollecting your thoughts about certain things? It could be both. It had the characteristics of a regular small town. Just a small town girl. If it wasn't for the fact that we're in space, I probably couldn't have told it apart from a typical settlement back on Earth. Okay. So we're not on Earth, we're in somewhere else. International Galactic University. I'd been wandering the streets for a good 20 minutes before I reached the dormitory. I didn't have my pass since I decided not to wait for my friends to bring it to me. Good thing facial recognition system works like a charm and I got buzzed through. I went along the hallways looking for a list of names that had my name and room number on it. But no dice after 5 floors worth of searching. I prayed for better luck on the 6th. I hope they didn't evict me in the short time I've been gone. I don't want to spend the night on the streets. I approached the list of students accommodated on the 6th floor of that hung on the wall. Let's see. Here we go. Satou Ishida, room 615. Phew, I was starting to lose hope. Would be great if my roommate was in now. Better to get the introductions out of the way sooner rather than later. I strode toward my room. I could hear someone inside. How dare they? This must be my roommate. Or a robot janitor. The door suddenly flung open right in front of me before I had a chance to knock. Pluto emerged from the room. Hey, Satou, what are you doing here, man? My friend's face was laden with confusion. Yeah, what are you doing out of hospital? Just looking for Mickey's lost dog. Who's Mickey? You know, the mouse. Pluto smiled and then burst out laughing. I followed suit. I think the whole floor heard us. You know, I should have seen this turn of events coming. Even though you lost a portion of your memories, you're still the same old Satou. I'm really glad. Pluto gave me a pat on the shoulder. And I'm glad you're my roommate and not some raving freak. I don't think they admit those. Who the heck knows? They admitted Nebereal, for crying out loud. Oh, come on. You just had a bad first impression of her. She'll grow on you. Did I have a good impression of her before? Not really. Pluto shrugged. I stand corrected. Well, we'll see. By the way, since you're discharged now, how about we start the prom night arrangements today? Sounds cracking. Because maybe then in our amnesiac state, we won't have the recollections of who we once loved or who we once liked previously. I'm not saying that's a good thing, by the way. If you're up for it, that is. Also, Marcia and Mercury just came back from the other station this morning. Marcia? Well, since everyone is ready, why not? You guys won't be able to manage without me anyway. Trust me. For sure, the great Satou-sama coming through in the clutch. So what time and place? The auditorium at 6 PM, I imagine. You know, I was just about to come and see you with the rest of the game. But we discussed it then. Thought we discussed it then. Since plans have changed, why don't you take it easy in the room for now, while Sunny and I go tell the others? I have some other important business to attend to on top of that. You got it. Just show me where the auditorium is, okay? Sure thing. We don't want you to get lost and miraculously end up back at hospital where you started. Our roaring laughter echoed throughout the hallway again. It's amazing that nobody came out to chase us off yet. Were we always this loud? Maybe everyone else got used to us already. I'll be standing by until you get back then. You mean lying by? That too. And I remember something when we were saying goodbyes. You know, I had a really weird dream last night. In it, Sunny came to my room at night. You have some interesting dreams. Maybe that was just some sexy nurse checking things to your room while you were half asleep. No, it wasn't. What was it then? It was... Don't just say that and then say it's nothing, okay? You might as well drop all the information. Don't say, I had a really weird dream last night. It was about Sunny, she came into my room, all that weird jazz. So, what happened? It was nothing. Why would I be worried? I know for a fact Sunny never left the dorms last night. You keeping tabs on her? No, she just tends to snore really loudly pretty often. Aww. The entire floor places bets on how exactly loud she gets every night, down to the decibel. I was even thinking about, are we going to monitor the decibel meter of her snoring? And then we just got to that part which I just read. Last night was powerful because me and my sister spent the whole night in her room. Is that so? That probably makes Sunny even cuter. Possibly. Pluto grinned. Well, you better go get the rest. That rest. I'll be back soon. Okay. We showed you a few more dumb jokes and then parted ways. Even though his memories are kind of blanked at the moment, the personality is still there. Pluto promised to come get me at 5:30 PM, meaning I had more or less 7 hours of free time. Maybe I should do some reading. I'm sure there's bound to be some good books in our room to spend my time productively. Yes. What was your degree in again? I was corrupted, terrified, allured. And though old Dr. Colt pronounced me cured of what he said were mainly growing pains, the wonder lingers and the shame remains. I put Nabokov's Pale Fire back on the shelf. Couldn't even go past Canto 1. Too complex for someone like me. I browsed through the other books that were in the room, but nothing enticed me. Only an animal care manual for hamsters. Does Pluto have a pet hamster? Or maybe I do. Impossible. Too high maintenance for me. I opened the manual regardless. To keep your pet's fur smooth and silky, add a few drops of laxative to the food that helps purge toxins. It's not a waste of time, how dare you! If you want a healthy pet, you gotta know how to look after it. I put the book back. Seeing that I failed to find a worthwhile pastime, I guess I should take a nap for a few hours. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do, while I just drift off into another weird, warped dream. The bed beckoned me with its proverbial hand, or its legs rather. That makes it sound a little dirty. Yeah, whatever. Right now I need rest. But am I really tired? Nah, it doesn't matter. You don't need to justify rest. No, you just rest. You don't need to think of a reason to rest. You just rest. Hey, Satou, up and at 'em. We're gonna be late. Pluto nudged me in my side a few times. Huh? What time is it? 5:30 already. Yeah, it's 5:30 on the dot, and you're still in bed. We need to leg it or we'll be late. I'll linger for a few seconds in bed and then quickly leap to my feet. Ready to roll! That was fast. You can use a hairbrush though. Take a look at yourself. I look fabulous. I looked in the mirror by the wardrobe. Yeah, my hair was all messy. Not a problem. I'm not as hairy as you. I can fix it on the way. Whatever you say. Just don't slick your hair back too much or you look like Dong... Coraline on minimal settings. Dang, just pictured that. You know, that would be pretty funny. Not gonna happen, perish with thought. A shame. Let's be off then. We're already running late as it is. Yeah. Whatever you say, boss. Lead the way. That's more like it. I quickly make up my bed, took out my student's ID from the bookshelf, and made for the auditorium with Pluto. About 10 minutes later, we were there. Sunny was waiting for us at the entrance. Hi. There you are. It's good to see you. Especially... Hey! Don't differ between friends! Pluto and Satou are equally as wholesome. Sunny beamed at me. Yeah, good to see you too. You haven't started yet? No, we decided to wait for you guys first. Well, we finally made it here. Where are the others, by the way? Actually, we just got here 5 minutes ago, so don't worry, you haven't kept us waiting. Even 5 minutes on the first date is catastrophic if you let a girl wait. And the others went looking for supplies in a different auditorium. I wasn't really worried, actually. And Pluto. Good thing I managed to drag this young man out of bed, or you'd have to wait for a good 30 minutes instead of 5. Pluto patted my shoulder. You underestimate me. You underestimate me and my abilities to get up from bed. I'd say half an hour at least. Half an hour at least. No doubt. Huh. Okay guys, let me remind you that we're here to prepare for prom, not to goof off. Let's go inside already. Okay, Sonny. Aye aye. Not like you totally walked in on our hospital dorm at 3 AM at night. Was it 2 AM? Doesn't matter. It's still very late in the morning. Very early in the morning. Yes, you're right, sis. You're right, Sister Sonny. And with sunshine. The auditorium was pretty large, but nothing special overall. Just a place for hosting various events and concerts. The interior design was not too shabby, all in all. We plopped down on the seats right next to the stage as we waited for the other girls to return. Sunny said they'll be here soon. Wouldn't you think that Sunny and Mercury would be quite close, considering that in the solar system they are very close to one another? Hello! Nebereal! Nothing Nebereal is like a nebula. Hey guys, what's with the sleepy atmosphere? I just woke up! And then we realised our idle chit-chat was over. Oh, Nebereal, you're finally here. Where are the rest? Nebereal looked back at the door she just came through. Straggling behind, they'll be here in a jiffy. Whatever a jiffy is. That's good. Sunny merrily clapped. Should we give them a hand? Yeah, they'll manage somehow. They're not kids. Yeah, they're all adults. Nebereal's gaze fell on me suddenly. Well, hello there, Jumpy. How are you feeling? Can somebody throw something at her to shut her up? Wow. You wish. Not if I threw something at you first. Hey. Hey. Hey there. Whoa, so heavy. What's with the girl crying? I can't feel my arms anymore. 2 more girls entered the auditorium. They were holding 2 hefty-looking bags apiece. Don't cry. We endured the trials samurai-like. If we were samurai, I could even commit seppuku right now with my arms going numb. Pluto jumped from his seat. Satou, let's at least help them carry the bags to the stage. Can't bear to watch this. Of course we cannot. We gotta be real gentlemen. We gotta be gentlemen at least and help out these 2 lovely ladies. One of the girls startled. Satou, you came after all. Hey there. She dropped her bags on the spot and ran towards me as fast as she could. Then wrapped her arms around me, literally hanging down my neck. I'm so happy you're okay. Okay, so your arms are not numb enough so you couldn't give us a hug. That's very touching and all, but who are you? What? The girl let go of me and began to cry. This is too cruel. Wah! The second girl patted her head. Marcy, I think you shouldn't take it to heart. I'm sure Satou will remember you in time. Marcy? So that's who this is. I'm not taking it to heart, Mercury. I'm just caught off guard, that's all. Good, now I know both of their names. Hey, don't be so upset. I was just kidding around. How could I forget? Satou, let's just take this incident more seriously, you know? Hope she buys it. Really? Yes, really. Oh, great. Just fantastic. You put yourself in a real scenario there. Marcy Jenny wiped her tears and then suddenly grabbed a wrench, peeking out Mercury's pocket and hurled it at me. I got lucky, she missed by a few inches. Stupid! You can't make jokes like that. That really hurt. I would have been more hurt if you hadn't missed just now. Wow. Wow, Satou, you're a sussy one. But I'm glad she bought it. Maybe she's not the brightest. That might not be necessarily a bad thing. Wow, wow. Alright, stop messing around, kids. We got stuff to do, right? Nebereal picked up a wrench off of the floor and gave it to Mercury. Thanks. Seeing you help someone is an odd sight, Nebereal. Is that really you? Pluto smiled. Who are you? And what have you done with Nebereal? My spirits have been raised thanks to all this drama. That's all. Everyone went quiet for a brief moment after those words until Sunny promptly broke the silence. Guys, let's get cracking already. I'm with you on that. Me too. Let's go. Finally. Everyone was assigned to their task, but I didn't know what I should do. Maybe I should join someone. Choices! Who should I help? I shall, in this particular scenario, help Marcia. I think Marcia is busy decorating the place. I should give her a hand. Hello. The girl was standing on a pretty tall switchback ladder, putting up all kinds of patterns and shapes on the wall. This is the cyberpunk we deserved. I inched closer toward the ladder and gripped it with both hands. I'll safeguard you if you don't mind. Marcia tilted her head down to look at me. Aw, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. It's just, this is a little embarrassing for me. Why's that? I just want to help you. Oh, okay. When I looked up, I immediately realised why. Ah. Oh dear. Blue? I like this colour. Very calming. Well, what do you mean? Not every girl would... Not... This is the first time I've ever seen this scenario. Usually girls are freaked out and would kill us at this point. Well, you can look if you want. I turned my head away. I'll pass. You don't... That's not the point! It's like every... Not every man's dream, but a lot of man's dreams right now. You don't like it? What? What? There was a pause in our conversation. I decided to change the subject. Did you cut those things out yourself? Yep. That took a lot of effort and time. You don't think it's a little old-fashioned? No! Well, maybe a little, but it's so cute. Marcia hung another decoration on the wall. Damn, I should have made more starts. I guess I underestimated the size of this place. Don't worry, you have plenty of time to make a whole bunch more of them before prom. But it's so tedious. Marcia began fidgeting. Don't wanna. Hey, calm down. Yeah, calm down, Marcia. Stabilize yourself. You're gonna Ow, I was pretty quick with my reaction. You okay there? Oops. Are you okay? Yes. I put Marcia down. The only reason I chose Marcia is because of the purple hair, that's all. But also, she's pretty cute. But mainly because of purple hair. Don't do that again, you lunatic. Marcia threw herself on me with tears in her eyes. My saviour. Hey, easy. You're gonna break my neck. Aw, I don't want easy. I want harder. She squeezed me even harder like a vice. Oh, screw it. Hug me all you want. But easier. Yay! My friend loosened up her hold on me a little, but still continued embracing me vigorously. Listen, I want to ask you something. What's that? Did you, well, just say it. Did you read my note? The one I asked Pluto to give to you? Of course I did, back in the hospital. Why? Nothing. Marcia let go of me and backed away a little. It was just important to me, you know? That's all. I became a bit flustered at her words. I should thank you for your concern for my health. Oh, that's nothing. We're friends, so I'm always there for you. Marcia gave a big smile, her cheeks blushing slightly. Since you got your answer, we could go on with our work. Sure. Yeah, like most girls in that scenario up on the ladder, they would be completely freaked out and want to really lash out at us, so in a very negative way. But in that way, she was like, well, you can look if you want to. I won't be offended since it's you. Anyways, if a protagonist is killed early on in the game, then there will be no more story for us to witness. Marcia continued putting up her shapes while I only pretended to be busy. Several minutes later, Mercury ran up to us. Guys, I'll be right back. I already told the others. Do you need to go number 1? You don't need to tell us, that's only natural. Mercury smacked Marcia in the back of the head. Aw, ow, what was that for? Because that's embarrassing, especially in the company of boys. The girl points at me. Anyway, it's not that, I just need to go get some gloves from somewhere. It's hard to work without them than I thought. Are you supposed to have them on you? You're a mechanic after all. Yes, well, as long as I can remember, you've always had them on your person at all times. I forgot them in my room. Then go back for them. What's the problem? Time is too far from the dorm. To the dorm. You guys will be overdone with here while I'm running around. That's why I'll just borrow some fencing gloves from the sports equipment storage. That's a good idea. Are you sure you can work in those? Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty sturdy. That's probably very hard. I'm sure I can work in any gloves, even hockey gloves. I've been tinkering with all kinds of stuff ever since I was a kid. Tried lots of things out. Alright then. You're so talented, Mercury. Thanks, hehehe. Mercury winked at us and left the auditorium. I wish I had a talent too. Marcy, you have your talents, okay? It's just as a player we have not yet witnessed what those talents are. Marcy sat on the floor and hugged her knees, looking dejected. Hey, what's wrong? I sat next to her. Aw. Satou, please be honest with me. Huh? Do you think I'm stupid? No! Yeah, I didn't see that one coming at all. No, I don't. Why would you ask that? I just sometimes make the others look at me like I'm good for nothing joke. And when they talk about their strong suits, I realise I don't have any. How are you supposed to respond to that? What do I do? Yeah, screw it. I lightly hugged Marcy. I'm not good with words, so this is all I can offer you. Thank you. The girl put her head on my shoulder. Is this okay? Yeah. Seemed a little abrupt there. There's no explanation as to what could be progressed about her development as a character. Like, we got the start towards the weakness of a character, but there's no sort of development from there. Like, the wound was open, but the context of the wound itself hasn't been fully explored. We've been sitting like this for about 10 minutes already. We just sat there in silence. I think Marcy fell asleep. I tap her lightly on the shoulder. She is indeed sound asleep. I don't want to wake her. Also, a chance to sleep not alone for a change. Maybe she really feels lonely being alone. Like, for me personally, I don't mind, but some people are really, really, unfortunately, very emotionally affected when other people are not around. Like this, what we're going on in the world right now. Some people really have suffered from the lack of social contact with others. About 5 more minutes pass, and it really sucks as well. Marcia wasn't even thinking of waking up. The emotional trauma, not as in like they rely on other people for them to be able to be happy. Marcia wasn't even thinking of waking up. In the moment I realised something. Mercury is taking way too long. Where did she go? Did she get lost? She doesn't strike me as a person who can easily get lost, though. I don't like it. There was a sound of an opening door. Is Mercury finally back? Be good if she is. I was starting to feel antsy with her gone for so long. Mercury came running into the auditorium. She looked frightened, shaking head to toe. Guys! Has there been a suicide? Tears came pouring uncontrollably from Mercury's eyes. Marcy, having heard her friend, instantly woke up. We exchanged looks and ran towards Mercury, who was already surrounded by others. What happened, Mercury? Yeah, what's wrong? You look pale. Oh my goodness, what is it? I love the amount of CGs in this game already. Sunny hugged Mercury and pressed her close to her. Marcia took her hand. Mercury buried her nose in Sunny's shoulder and continued quietly sobbing. I thought that might be the case. Dead body. Really scary. Damn, I was right to be worried. Obviously something really terrible has happened. Did you really find a corpse? Yes. Can't be. Where? In the sports equipment storage. It was so awful. Hell of a trip to get some gloves. What do we do now? Satou, we've got to go investigate right now. And there's the answer. We might as well. Now we're becoming detectives. Sunny, you stay here with Mercury. Okay. Mercury lightly broke from her friend's hands. I'm going to... Don't be stupid, you could barely stand because of shock. She's right. You've had your fill. I don't want you to think I'm a coward. There's nothing wrong with this situation by fleeing away. Because you saw something so horrific. But also in due time you do need to give the police a statement of what you saw. Because usually the first suspect is one who discovers it. Nobody would think that. That's a totally normal reaction to something like that. I said I'm coming. End of story. Yeah, she sure is no coward. No way I'd be going back if I was her. Well, there's no place for us to make you stay. You can come if you want. Just please stay behind us, okay? Okay. Let's go then, guys. We all nodded in consent and ran towards the crime scene. Anxiety. I hate it so much. If you think about it, it tends to follow us all of our life. Anxiety when you lose your mother as a child in the street. Anxiety when you come to class without having done your homework. Anxiety when it's finals. Anxiety when you got a date. Maybe I've gotten used to it, but I still have the right to despise it, don't I? Of course, everyone has the right to. Oh my. Yikes, man. That is definitely what you would call... Oh my god, the eye. You guys can't see it, but the eye is pretty graphical. Blank. I knew it has to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. A few seconds after I said that, Pluto ran up to the body to inspect it. Who in the world could do this? We've got to tell the Dean right away. Mercury, why didn't you report this to the administration first? I don't know. Shock. You were closer, so I thought... Sunny, who was shaking, joined the conversation. Did any of you know this girl? I did. I often saw her in school. Marcia pointed at the tattoo of the dead girl's leg. I've always wanted to get the same tattoo. Maybe we should just... Shut up, Nebereal! Nebereal, you suck at good suggestions right now. Because that just makes us suspicious. Maybe we should hide the body and keep this under wraps like in that whole old horror flick. What's it called? Nebereal cynically smirked. What are you on about, Nebereal? I smacked her back. I smacked back on the back of her head. Ow! Oh, come on, I was just kidding around. That was tasteless. Please, just get out of here. Oh. Sunny tripped on a basketball and fell into a box of equipment. I know you must be feeling queasy right now, Sunny, but please watch your step. Pluto went up to the box to help Sunny up. Are you okay? Yes, Ah! I didn't expect more surprises. Regardless, in the moment I realised that my nerves were about close to being shot. Oh, leg! Oh, there's the leg that was cut off. Sunny scrambled to her feet, screaming, and ran to Pluto. Can't take any more of this, Pluto, let's leave! Pluto tightly hugged his sister and led her out of the room, then came back alone. Nebereal, please take care of Sunny while we investigate. Am I her babysitter or something? And I thought we were gonna blow this popsicle stand. This has nothing to do with us, but if you want, we could gift wrap the leg for the Dean. Nebereal quietly chuckled, but caught Pluto's admonishing look, and turned on her heel to leave after Sunny. Listen, has she always been this weird? I wonder that too. Have you known each other since kindergarten? I think we have more pressing matters at the moment besides discussing Neberia's and my childhood. I suppose you're right. We better check the rest of the box's contents and maybe there's more to it. We went through the box but were unsuccessful in finding anything else besides our main find and some trash. Mercury. You know, guys, I don't think I can stick around here either. We need to go ask for help instead of playing detectives. Yeah, we've already spent way too much time here. Then you two should go get the dean while Satou and I wait here. Alright. Sounds good. We'll be back as fast as we can. Marcia and Mercury left the room. Are you sure we should keep hanging around here? Satou, do you want to just leave after everything? I think I do. We didn't even know this girl. What's the point of staying? What if someone else comes in? So what? Think they might steal the body? No, they probably think that we're the culprits. That's just ridiculous. Don't be an idiot. We literally discovered a body just a couple of minutes ago. Aren't you a bit troubled by that? I think I'm the one most troubled by that. Pluto gave me his signature look that said, "You're staying here no matter what." Fine, let's search this place for clues, Sherlock. But don't look at me like I'm the one who killed this chick again. Pluto and I peeked inside the box again. Gosh. Look, something's written on the leg. Love you! With a heart, and there's a little heart. How touching. I've always wanted you to say that, Pluto-senpai. Don't pull a Nebereal on me, or I'll chuck a baseball at you. I just want to bring some levity, but Pluto apparently didn't appreciate the joke. I wonder who wrote this and from whom. How should I know? If we knew that, we wouldn't keep wasting time here. Me and my friend heard the sound of approaching footsteps. The dean and some others from the administration barged into the room. What happened? Goodness gracious! Mr. Oreo rapidly scanned the entire room and then turned to us looking unperturbed. Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Oreo. Did the girls fill you in, sir? Yes, they did. We'll take it from here. I'm sure you understand, not a word of this incident must get out. But what about the fact that there's a girl missing? Rumours will spread inevitably. Not to worry. We'll just say the girl died in a tragic accident and make that the official version. It's all for the school's reputation. Not to worry sounds very inappropriate here. As if the dean was more concerned about his own reputation as opposed to the girl's death. We understand, Mr. Oreo. I'm very glad, young man. Now if you'd be so kind to leave. Yes, sir. No problem here. What a relief to finally leave this gruesome scene. I thought I might pass out because of the smell. How did Pluto manage to keep his cool amongst such stench? Didn't even bat an eyelid, that guy. Me and Pluto closed the door behind us. Yeah, that is a bit bizarre, but maybe some people are just more immune to this kind of stuff. Done playing? Can't say for this sloth here, but I'm sleuth, but I sure am. How are you holding up, dear brother? You don't need to worry about me. What about you, sis? I'm still a little shaken, but other than that, I'm okay. Pluto firmly hugged Sunny. I hate to see you so nervous. Shall we? Finally, I'm up to here with this blank. I agree, finally. Finally with Nebereal. Oh, that's it? Aw, that was really horrific. Like, the game doesn't mess around when it comes to the horrific, gory details, and yeah, a lot of it I had to censor out because it is very grotesque. Like, blood I don't normally censor, but when it's like really graphical towards like where the blood originated from because of said leg being cut, said eye being gouged, said this, said that, when an open wound is there and it's just exposed for the masses, it's like, I have to censor that sort of stuff out. So, there are still plenty of other options in the game. For instance, the option in the hospital with Sunny, rather than ignoring her to be continued, will go along with her. So we'll be doing that right now. Huh? This is interesting. I didn't expect to have some sort of epilogue from the prologue. The girl tied her apron straps around her hips, smiling, and began rummaging through the kitchen cabinets for something that could be used to cook something simple. Let's see. Oh, it's a Marcy kind of epilogue. Or maybe this is the epilogue. Or maybe the epilogue is dependent on which character you select at the auditorium. Let's see. I found a box of rice, 2 bottles of cooking oil, a few heads of garlic, and a small bag of salt. Ugh! Why is there no candy? Candy wouldn't go with anything here anyway. Would it? It wouldn't. But I still wouldn't mind a candy stick or something. The girl opened one of the bottles of oil, stuck her finger inside, then licked it twice. It's sweet! Yay! It's meant to be a little tease. Oh, that's Nebereal. My friend looked focused as she tried to drive the ball into the pocket, but apparently she wasn't very good at that. Frankly speaking, she was failing miserably. Funny, I never knew this hotel had a billiard table in the first place. Ah, why are these holes so small? How am I supposed to do this? Nebereal, having spotted me in the corner of her eye, quickly put her cue on the table and turned to face me. Practicing here? Her cheeks went red, and her hands started trembling a little. I think the whole hotel knows that by now. I smiled and walked up to the table. Surely it can't be that hard to score. You try it then, since you're so smart. Okay then, we'll do that, and we'll prove you wrong. And we've got Mercury and Sunny. Here they come! I thought somehow that Sunny and Mercury would be close in some way. Sunny started jumping on the spot like a child, trying to get a better look at her musical heroes through the small but nonetheless dense crowd. By the way, these sketches are amazing. Like, sometimes you don't need colour to really give a powerful imagery for the player. When the whole band finally came up on stage, it was greeted by a canopy of loud cheers and energetic applause. Nice. Are you ready for the rage? Yeah! Yeah! The show had started and we submerged in the atmosphere of unified musical euphoria. I must take a closer look at the mechanical fox. Mercury made several rapid movements, trying to pull herself further along the beam, and... Aww, we didn't even get one with Pluto. So what I said earlier, we're going to go back to the hospital and see what options or what events lay when we select Sunny to be yes rather than no for following her.